Have you ever paused and recognized that the very first moments after opening your eyes set the mental blueprint for the entire day ahead? We often unconsciously turn the morning into a chaotic race. Our hands immediately reach for the phone to check the news or dive into a to-do list, barely taking a deep breath before dragging the heavy burden of yesterday's anxieties onto our shoulders. These unconscious habits steal our right to peace and control right from the starting line. But dear friend, the way you choose to speak to yourself in the morning is not merely a habit. It is a spiritual ritual, a profound act of healing. It shapes your energy, paints your attitude, and determines how you will face every storm life throws at you. Today I want to share with you 5 simple, yet extraordinarily powerful self-affirmations. These affirmations are not dry formulas. They are seeds of wisdom sown since ancient times, derived from the timeless teachings of the Buddha and great sages. They have the ability to bring stillness, confidence, and clarity into your every breath and every step. Take a deep breath, allow your heart to quiet down, and let us begin this journey of inner regeneration together. I am grateful for this new day, the foundation of gratitude. Every morning is a gift, but we constantly forget that gift. We get caught up in the cycle of worries, obscured by expectations and fears, to the point where we forget the simple miracle of being able to breathe, to live, to see the sunlight. Living in certainty or taking life for granted is the root of dissatisfaction. The Buddha once taught, "Get up and be grateful, for if we didn't learn a lot, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't die." So be grateful. When you wake up, before checking your phone or thinking about the day's endless list, simply say to yourself, "I am grateful for this new day." Gratitude is not self-deception or masking the difficulties that await, but rather a choice to focus on what we have instead of what we lack. It is the most potent antidote to the scarcity mindset and endless comparison. Feel that gratitude spread in your heart for the breath circulating in your body, for the ability to move, for the chance to start anew. A new day is a perfect blank slate for you to write new stories, untainted by the ink marks of yesterday's mistakes. Imagine gratitude as the act of a jeweler looking at a rough gemstone. The stone is imperfect, with many unpolished facets, but the craftsman sees the potential, sees the light hidden deep within. Your new day is the same. It may contain challenges, but it also holds the limitless potential for growth. I once had a friend who survived a near-fatal accident. After recovering, the first thing she did every morning was not check messages but place her hand on her chest and feel her heartbeat. She said, "Gratitude is no longer an abstract idea. It is the pounding sound of life within me. That is the most powerful testament that life is a miracle, and we should not take it lightly." Take 3 slow, deep breaths before getting out of bed, repeating this self-affirmation. You will find yourself anchored in serenity and appreciation instead of rush and anxiety. 2. I let go of yesterday, releasing the burden of the past. What happened yesterday is over. The arguments, the mistakes, the pressures, or even the past successes all belong to history. Yet, ironically, many of us wake up stubbornly carrying the heavy backpack of yesterday and starting a new journey. It is that mental burden that drains our energy and blurs our vision. In Buddhist philosophy, attachment to the past is one of the roots of suffering. Regret is a form of voluntary punishment for things that can no longer be changed. Every morning, remind yourself, "I let go of yesterday." Visualize regrets, anger, or sadness melting away with every exhale. Imagine you are on a sailboat, and last night the storm ravaged it. But if you continue to hold on to broken anchors and tangled ropes, how can you hoist the sails to catch the new wind and set off? You need to discard those obstacles. Letting go is not denying the lessons of yesterday, but freeing yourself from its emotional constraints. Like a snake shedding its skin, every morning is a small rebirth, an opportunity for us to choose peace instead of pain once again. Grant yourself the freedom to start fresh. I remember the fable of two monks walking across a river. They met a beautiful girl worried about crossing. The younger monk ignored her, but the older monk carried the girl across to the other bank. That evening, when they rested, the young monk couldn't help but reproach, "Brother, you are a devout monk. Why did you touch a woman's body?" The older monk smiled and replied, "I put the girl down on the riverbank hours ago. Why are you still carrying her on your shoulder?" Letting go of the past is that simple yet powerful act. It allows you to be fully present in this moment, unpulled by the ghosts of what has passed. 3. I am calm and in control of my mind, stillness and mental power. The world today will surely test you. It will hit you with work pressures, noisy news, and relentless distractions. But you need to remember this third affirmation: I am calm and in control of my mind. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your most frightening enemy, and the choice is in your hands. The Buddha once said, "Master your mind or it will master you." Most of us live under the dominance of the reactive mind. The reactive mind is a wild horse that pulls the chariot of your life in random directions based on fear and old habits. Activating this affirmation is the act of taking hold of the reins of that horse. Imagine your mind as a deep, vast lake. When agitated, the lake becomes murky, unable to see the bottom. But when you declare internal control and stillness, your mind becomes transparent, reflecting reality without distortion. No matter how great the external storm, anchored within you remains a solid peace. To make this concrete, spend 1 minute in stillness after waking up. Sit quietly, just breathing and feeling the presence of inner strength. You cannot control whether your boss gets angry or whether the bus is late, but you completely control how you receive and react to those things. Stillness is not the absence of noise, but the presence of awareness. Training mind control is like a captain knowing that no matter how rough the ocean swells, they can calmly adjust the ship's rudder. That ship is your life, and you are the captain responsible for navigating it through every storm with calmness and inner wisdom. 4. I will respond with kindness, sowing the seeds of kindness. Today, kindness is not just something you do. It is how you carry yourself, how you speak, and even how you think. When you start the day with the intention of cultivating kindness, you transform your world and the world around you. Say to yourself, I will respond with kindness today. Kindness begins from within you. That means self-compassion for your own flaws and imperfections before extending it to others. Many people are willing to be kind to strangers but are harsh and judgmental toward themselves. Kindness is the bridge between vulnerability and healing. When you choose kindness as your compass, you are establishing a positive energy frequency that radiates outward. It is like the butterfly theory. A small act of kindness from you can create a chain reaction that changes the mood of many others. The Buddha affirmed, hatred is never appeased by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law of the universe. By choosing kindness, you are breaking the cycle of negativity and sowing seeds of peace. Imagine a difficult situation awaiting you at work. Perhaps a difficult colleague or a complaining customer. If you react with irritation and defense, you are continuing the chain of hostility. But if you pause for a second, breathe, and respond with understanding and kindness, you have immediately transformed the energy of that situation. It is like holding a mirror up to anger, and instead of reflecting anger, that mirror reflects the light of serenity. Practice this by visualizing at least one act of kindness you will perform today before leaving home, no matter how small. It could be a genuine smile for the cleaning staff, a heartfelt thank you to a server, or simply patience in listening to a loved one's story. Just this simple intention is enough to change the entire energy flow of your day. V. Everything is temporary, so I will enjoy this moment, embracing impermanence. Life is constantly changing. Good times will pass. Difficult times will also pass. Nothing lasts forever. In Buddhist philosophy, this is called anicca or impermanence. This is not a sad truth, but a profound invitation for us to live fully and non-clinging. Every morning, remind yourself, everything is temporary, so I will enjoy this moment. We often spend too much time resisting change, worrying about the future, or suffering over what we have lost. Impermanence teaches us the lesson of letting go. Like standing on the bank of a river, no stream flows past you twice. The river of life is always flowing, and the beauty lies in that ceaseless movement. If today is a busy and stressful day, it will pass. If today is a peaceful and happy day, it will also pass. But this moment, this breath, this sunlight streaming through the curtains, this chance to live, it is yours. It is the only truth you hold. Cherish it. Imagine a child building a sandcastle on the beach. They know the tide will come in and the castle will collapse, but the child does not refuse the joy of building. They fully enjoy the process of picking up each grain of sand, decorating each turret, and laughing when the castle is finished. Impermanence allows us to do that, to enjoy the full beauty of the present without being bound by the outcome. Life is a series of precious moments that you are invited to participate in, not to own. Embrace the flow of life, stop resisting, be present, be grateful, and live fully. Conclusion: these 5 simple self-affirmations may seem small, but they carry tremendous transformative power. They are not just superficial positive statements, but keys that unlock inner potential, helping you reset your mind, soothe your heart, and prepare to face the new day with absolute composure and confidence. They are torches guiding you through the dense forest of habit and unconsciousness. When you choose to speak these words in the morning, you are taking a proactive step, declaring your control over your inner world. You are replacing worry with gratitude, regret with letting go, chaos with stillness, hostility with kindness, and clinging with appreciation. I invite you to accept this challenge. Commit to repeating these 5 self-affirmations every morning for the next 7 days. Observe honestly and meticulously how they change your mood, your energy, and how you interact with everyone around you. The biggest changes in life do not come from extraordinary actions, but from consistency in small daily rituals. Remember that you are the author of today. You are the one who paints the sky of your emotions and chooses the colors for your mental landscape. Do not let anyone or anything external steal that supreme power. Breathe deeply, keep your heart soft, and let every morning be a gateway to pure rebirth. Take care of yourself, and may your day be filled with peace, wisdom, and unconditional love.